Spirit Airlines went ahead and released their quarterly earnings. Let's go ahead, see how they're doing, see if they'll make it through this tough time that we're in, and see how they or other small airlines could possibly grow from it. A quick background. Spirit Airlines is one of the lowest cost air providers in the US. But is that really going to show through coming out of this time that we're in? Almost all airlines right now are doing everything they can to lower costs as well. So let's take a look, see what their earnings look like, their cash reserves, and then my thoughts on how an airline like Spirit or Spirit themselves could possibly grow and evolve their business to meet the coming needs. So let's take a look. Let's read their press release. We can see here that their revenue the first quarter of this year was $771 million. Last year it was $855. So surprisingly, it wasn't that drastically different, only about $80 million off. But they did come in with a loss after taxes and everything. Their loss was about $28 million. That's not what we want to hear, but it could be worse. Let's scroll down and look a little. So we can see here their operating costs are going down by $20 million this year. They've suspended hiring. They can even see that they have reserved a revolving line of credit of $110 million. But there's more. They got some government money, about $335 million. CARES Act, they got a loan for $741 million. And other things like that, which are great news. If we continue on, we'll see here shortly, if I can find it again, that is, about some debt purchases that they took. Here we go. Operating capital expenditures were $195 million. That's buying new aircrafts, generally speaking, which is great for fuel burn, but fuel cost is low right now. So do they really end up making money off of those moves right now? Not really. Let's see. I'm going to do this because this will help us find what we're looking for. Here we go. This is exactly what I was looking for. Their cash burn rate and cash on hand. Cash burn rate. This is how much cash they go through every single day. Right here, it shows that the cash burn rate daily is around $4 million. And they're looking in how to reduce that, which is fantastic. $4 million is a lot of money though. So how long can they go with what they have? We can see right up here how much cash they have on hand. It shows that right now, the first quarter of 2020, cash and cash equivalents come out to $894 million. They have an undrawn $110 million line of credit. And on top of that, it says here that their line of credit will be up to $165 by May 18th, which is very soon. This shows quite a good amount of cash. We can also see here that they got a $335 million, I believe that's a loan through the U.S. Department of Treasury, and $167 million, again, from another PSP fund. This is a lot of good cash for the company. If you add those up, they'll be able to sustain easily a year, but that's not everything. Coming out of this will be a difficult time for Spirit Airlines, in my opinion. They're a low-cost budget carrier, but all carriers are trying to become, in this time anyways, as low cost as they can. So I'm not sure that price differential will work out for a lot of people. And we can see in their stock that others agree too. Just today, their stock is down 13%. And before this crisis, they're down over 75% of their original stock value. That's a scary place to be in, but it's a good time to make money if Spirit makes the right decisions. And I think the way that they can grow and they can figure out how to make a profit off of these aircrafts and these pilots that are just sitting there on reserve is through a company we all know. This company right here, Amazon. I think Amazon right now Well, I don't think Amazon does have a company right now called Amazon Air. It's how they do deliveries, air deliveries of a lot of their packages. Rather than using UPS or FedEx or other airs, Amazon in 2015 began its own cargo line. And right now, they have 50 aircrafts and over 20 more aircrafts in order. And you know what? I think Amazon and companies such as Spirit could make fantastic moves together in coming up with a partnership and turning some of those lesser used aircraft into cargoes. Take the seats out, take some of the interiors out, and before you know it, you can fit a lot of packages, and those aircrafts can be up in the air flying again. And Amazon, with their unforeseen substantial amount of orders that they're going through right now, can probably use all the help they can when it comes to moving things from one part of the nation to another. I think it's a genius idea, and I think if Spirit Airlines and other airlines aren't thinking about it already, they need to reach out at their friends at Amazon and see what they can do. Because the second that any airline all of a sudden gets a partnership with Amazon, UPS, FedEx, any sort of cargo, their stock's gonna go straight up. And I hope Spirit can do it. I don't want to see any companies fail during this time. It's never good. It's not good for the economy, not good for the people. It's not good for anybody for a company to dissolve. But at the same time, companies need to adapt. They need to grow. They need to find new ways of making money. And I believe that this is the way that many airlines that are struggling right now could figure out how to make it work. Let me know your thoughts below. Remember, always do your own research. I'm not a personal finance guy, personal financial advisor, or anything of the sort. I just like stocks. So make sure to do your own advice, formulate your own opinions, come up with your own ideas, and let me know what you find below. Thanks for watching.